All right, guys, we're gonna start another mail call. Now this one isn't necessarily going to be as interesting, but it depends on what I end up adding because as you guys know, I've been opening some packages, and I've also been taking coins out of this bag, which basically in that bag I had all the all the coins that I've gotten in my last few birthday or my last couple birthdays, Christmases, and that I've just been holding on to. And because of all my other coin roll hunts and other videos, I haven't really got a chance to look at them. So that's what I've been doing, but I've been getting towards the end of the coins that I haven't looked at yet. So this last video might not be as exciting, but again, as I said, it depends on what I end up doing, because I might end up hanging on to the last few bits of footage until I next get something as a mail call, or like a coin that I bought in person. So either this video is just gonna be the tail ends of the last coins that I haven't looked at, or I'm gonna hold on to this footage until I have other coins to look at. So this one's pretty simple. It's not incredibly exciting. I actually have the wrong mat out for this. In theory, I should actually have my Lincoln Penny mat out. But I'll open this. It's a very simple coin, but I'll show you what it is. Alright, so I got it open. And I have my scale out, and I'll tell you why that's there in a second. But the honest, simple reason why I bought this coin was I had a gift card and it was almost out, and I had like maybe $4 left on it. So I was trying to find something on eBay that, like, with shipping and with any taxes and also the cost of the item, that was like probably under $4. So that's honestly why I bought this, because I had $4 left on the gift card and I wanted to use it up. So I ended up buying this coin. So here it is. This is a 2009 Denver Minted Penny. Oh, it's not focusing very well. It's not focusing well at all. A 2009 Denver Minted Penny, but it's not. And you might be like, well, like, that's not a good deal. Why did you spend? Why did you spend? And this is the coin. Now, as you can see, it is a 2009 Denver Minted Penny. Oh, it's not focusing very well. A 2009 Denver Minted Penny, and you might be like, why did you pay $4 for this? Well, that's why I got my scale out. So, and this artery kind of reveals it. But let's open the scale, if we can, that is. Okay, there we go. And let's throw this guy on there. Or actually, you know what? Here is another 2009 penny. This is a Philadelphia, but it's the same design. So you turn on the scale. It's at grams. You throw it in, and it's 2.4, 2.5 grams, which is the weight of a normal zinc penny post 1982. But if you put this coin on there, it weighs 3.1 grams. So, this is actually a copper. This is actually a 2009 copper satin finish penny. And these have pretty dang low mintages. I think this one's under 1 million, or maybe just about that. Yeah. So, it was kind of fun. It was kind of a fun little final purchase. I had couple dollars left on the gift card, and I thought, why not buy something that's inexpensive, but a coin that I haven't had in my collection yet. And here we go. So I mean, whenever I find a 2009 penny, I'm gonna have this out and I'm gonna compare it, because honestly, if it weren't for the thickness and like you can kind of feel that it's heavier in your hand. But honestly, if I looked at this once, I wouldn't think it's copper. But as you can see, the scale does not lie. So, because as you guys know, most coin collectors know, copper pennies weigh 3.1 grams and zinc pennies weigh 2.5. So this is definitely a copper. So yeah, again, I don't have an album for this, but it is a 2009 copper penny. So I will take it. I don't want to touch it too much more, but kind of a cool little last purchase for a gift card that was almost out. So that's gonna be the end of this clip, and I'll probably show you the last few coins. Alright guys, so you might be wondering why there's another package here, because I stated in the first clip that this would pretty much be the end of the packages. But this one is actually from our coin friend Nathan Trevor. So I'm always excited to open up the packages that he sends. I'm gonna see if I can do this like this. I doubt I can do it with one hand. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this with one hand. Anyway, I'm gonna open this properly, and I'll show you what's in it. Alright, so opened it up, and we got a silver dime. And if I believe, Nathan, if you're watching this video, correct me if I'm wrong, but is this one of the silver dimes you found in that Coinstar where you found like 50 silver coins in that one Coinstar? That was an awesome score, man. Is this one of those dimes from that score? Either way, I'm always happy to have silver any day of the week, and with the price of silver now, I'm especially happy to get it. So thank you, Nathan. I highly recommend you subscribe to his channel. He definitely deserves 1 billion subscribers. So yeah, definitely go subscribe to him. Yeah, great coin. It's I actually thought it was a 63. It's actually a 62D. So I will take it. Once again, thank you, Nathan. And I'll maybe show a couple more coins, or I might actually finish off this bag that I have over here. As I said, I probably would. So let's get into the rest of the coins in that bag. This is kind of a little intermittent part of the video because I didn't expect I'd get a package from him. So yeah, let's move on to the next coins. And thank you, Nathan. Alright, sorry about that being not zoomed, not focused. We are going to show you guys the few final coins out of this bag. Now, they're not going to be incredibly interesting. And I say last few coins because even though these are kind of individuals, they're not as interesting as some of the other coins, like the that uncirculated Ben Franklin or that 1907 1 peso coin. But they are interesting. And there is one silver in this batch. Now, this coin right here, don't be fooled, it isn't silver. Oh. Now, I do not know why it's not focusing today. This I actually got all the way back in 2023. When we went over to, I believe, Seaside, Oregon. I believe this is where this is from. I don't know for sure. I can't remember where this is from. Somewhere, obviously, it's somewhere in Oregon, though. When we were when we were down there traveling. So, this light's making everything kind of blown out. Let's just do it like this. But yeah, so I got this coin in 2023. It is not silver. It is not silver, but it is... Oh, yeah, I remember where I got this. The Columbia Maritime Museum. You know what? Maybe I'll try the flash. Hold on. All right, I do not know why it wasn't focusing, but I actually got this in the Columbia Maritime Museum in Astoria, so right at the the Washington Oregon border. If you've ever been around there, you know what I'm talking about. They have a little gift shop, and they had some of these rounds. I don't know what this is made out of. I would assume steel or zinc or something like that. It does kind of look silver, but I don't think it is. I mean, they would not sell me a silver round for $8, especially now. Although I didn't get that, I got this in 2023. So back then, the price of silver was probably still only like at like $23 an ounce or something like that. Now it's like double. So, but either way, this is not a silver round. They would not charge $8 for that, unless they really didn't know what they were doing. But yeah, you know, it's a nice round. It's got, ironically, this coin has obviously never been in a coin roll, yet it looks like it has some of the Ring of Death on it. Kind of weird. But I like it. If I could get the sticker off. I got good nails for this, but I don't know if I can get it off. I know I'm triggering all the people about my nails. Seems like people care about that a lot. Anyway, I'll try to get the sticker off, and I'll try to show you the back a little better. All right, unfortunately, this doesn't appear to be one of those stickers that just peels off really well, but there you go. You can see the back a little bit more. You can see the emblem. What I like about this is that this part is like a normal business strike appearance, and then this is like a proof appearance. Anyway, so, and then this one is the last coin that I got from that South Hill Rare Coins. Now, again, this is what I would consider the least exciting item, but this is one of my bucket listers. I have been wanting to get one of these for my collection for a long time, and honestly, I don't know why I haven't, because they're not that expensive. Like, there's no reason for me to not buy any of these. But they had a few there, and so I picked one. I picked out one of the King George ones. They did have a few from Victoria, but I decided to pick out one of the KG5s. Yeah, this is a Canadian large cent. So, because if you guys know, they were doing large cents in Canada all the way up until 1920. So this is a 1913 Canadian 1 cent coin. And it has pretty good detail. I mean, look at that. Look at that detail. That's crazy. For being 112 years old. Great coin. Again, one I've been wanting to get for my collection for a while. And then this little pouch is all coins from an antique store. Actually, a very local antique store. And I was just going in and browsing. But I decided to look at a few of the coins. This one, the owner of the shop was very, very nice, and I bought this coin for a sixth of what it was, what the price says. So I only paid $1 for this. Now, it's not a 1909 VDB, but it is a 1909, and I got this one because it was a slight upgrade in the book. Now, let me get this out of the 2x2, because it doesn't really need to be in there. I might take this out of the 2x2 as well. Hold on. Not gonna lie, another reason why I kind of bought this is just to see if they maybe missed the VDB. But I checked with my loop, and there is no VDB there. It's got a bit of damage too, but you would not believe how worn the current coin is in my album. So yeah, this, believe it or not, this upgrades despite the damage and the kind of strange wear on it. But yeah, it's a 1909 first year wheat penny, and this is actually one of my other than finding a silver dollar, this is probably my main bucket lister for coin hunting right now. Is I've really been wanting to find a 1909. You know, I found a few Indian heads. I found plenty of 1910s, 11s, but 1909. This is a 1909 is my bucket lister to find. So I wish I could have said that I found this coin hunting, but obviously I didn't. So, anyway, and then these few coins are kind of in their. They had a little foreign coin bin, and I pulled these out because they all looked interesting. This one, which has sadly been heavily cleaned, is a one. But these were, by the way, the foreign coins were all only 10 cents each. So this was only 10 cents. So I didn't, any money that this would have had that would have been gone from it being clean doesn't really matter. But I got this mainly, because it's a 1 cent coin from Nova Scotia from 1861. It is very, very worn and obviously clean, but the date is readable right there. 1861 from Nova Scotia. And this was, I believe this is before it was part of Canada. But yeah, so it was cheap. I guess the person in there didn't realize how old it was because, yeah, I mean, it's clean, but 1861, that's an awesome coin. And very old, too. And then these two were the stars of the show here. In that foreign bin, there were actually 2 silvers that I guess they didn't see. This one is another British coin. It is a 6p, and this is in 1926. Now, I believe the cutoff date for 92.5 or sterling silver was like 1920. The UK really cut down their silver production a lot earlier than most other countries. I mean, I don't think they were even doing silver coins at all in all the way back in like I think 1946. Or around there, like the mid 1940s, they already weren't even doing silver, so they were more stingy with that. But so this is only 50%, surprisingly, from being 1926. But as I said, the cutoff date was like 1920 or something like that. You'll have to correct me, because I'm not an expert on this. So, but yeah, 6p. It is still silver, and again, with silver melt prices, I'd say this is maybe worth about $4.50, I'd have to say. And then this one, which, yeah, sadly it has a hole. Someone made it into a keychain, but this is a very old king. This is a King George III. So not 6th, not 5th, not 4th. King George III. And this is a 4p from 1837. That is right. It as I said, it has a hole, which sucks. But what's kind of funny story about this is when I was, obviously this from afar, this resembles a seeded dime if you're not looking too closely. And so, when I saw it in there with all the other foreign coins, I was like, "What? How did a seeded dime get in there?" It wasn't a seeded dime, but it's still a really cool coin despite being old. I don't think I have any British currency that old. Well, actually, no. Wrong. I do have one coin that's older than this, from 1813. But, yeah. That was also a crazy find. And this definitely, I think, is sterling. So, yeah, a few... the last few coins in this bag that I've gotten from birthdays, Christmases, and various shops. But, I mean, that will pretty much be it for this video. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and, I'll see you in the next video.